Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Becky and today we're going to be doing a layout. I think I did this around International Scrapbooking Day, which pretty much you have heard that a lot. I did 20 some odd layouts that weekend, so yeah, there was quite a bit. On this one, I am going to be using the Blue Skies collection from Close to My Heart. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but Mini Kit Monday in the month of May, I did not do a kit end of the month deal wrap up. I did not do a wrap up, and the reason why is because I had already finished all my May layouts toward the beginning of May, and I went ahead and used the rest of my kit during International Scrapbooking Weekend. And I did not keep track of all the layouts that I had done using that kit. I used, pieces of that kit plus some other pieces. So as you can see there, I went ahead and used the one paper that said wonderful on it with the flowers already on there. I mean, most of it's done for me, right? So I went ahead and used that. I had a little bit left. It is a graph paper or grid paper, so that was pretty cool. I had already used part of it on something else. And then I used some of the sapphire cardstock that has that UV treatment on it. It's super cool. And then I'm also going to be using that strip of floral pattern paper to kind of cover up the seam right like that. I did not have enough, so I just cut a little piece off of it to put some over on the left and some over on the right. And then the piece that is blank and empty, my photos will cover that up. These are photos of Tiffany and Kyron. I do not do journaling on here. This is a layout that she will get. So yes, there's not going to be any journaling on here. This is when they went, after the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, the schools were closed and they had a big parade, and then Tiffany and Kyron went to Kansas City to partake in the parade. So yes, that's what these photos are from. The title is just going to be what is already on that paper, which says wonderful. I am going to go ahead and mat the photos, though. I do mat them on White Daisy cardstock by Close to My Heart. We're going to give it a little bit of a border, a little bit thicker than I usually do, actually. So it has just a little bit more to it because I don't do a whole lot to here. I do pull out the Blue Skies stamp in thin cuts, and I am going to stamp a ton of images. I'm not going to use a ton. I'm going to use, like, I don't know, one probably. I stamp out some banners. I mean, since I had it out, I had the stamp set out already, I just went ahead and stamped a bunch of different images so that I could use them at a later time, which is something I do quite a bit if I am doing some stamping, especially if I'm doing stamping not on camera. If this wouldn't have been on camera, I would have done a lot more than I did. And in fact, I think I did do a little bit more than I did. All of the cutting of this, the die cutting using the Big Shot, I don't keep any of that in here. I just am going to stamp out a couple banners, these flowers right here. I am going to stamp out some cameras and also some of the larger flowers. Now the larger flowers, the inside is kind of white, and they're the stamens or whatever they're called in the center of them are I don't know, they're small. So when I made my flowers for this, I actually used another flower to stamp on the inside of it. It kind of looks, it doesn't look like it's actually supposed to look, but it looks like how I would prefer it to look. How about that? I am going to, these are the ones I'm going to use, is the ones that I stamped in yellow. And here's where I take out that other little tiny flower and I stamp the center of it in blue. I do that on all of them. That's not really the piece that goes in the center of the flower. That's just the piece that I put in the center of the flower because I didn't want all of that white showing. Come to find out, it doesn't make a difference because I am going to end up pulling out some enamel dots to put in the center of that flower anyway. I figured I might want some leaves too. I don't use any on this layout, but I do have them set aside just in case. In fact, I think I might have already used them by now. I just really think that's a great way to get some extra embellishment. So yeah, I do that when I have the chance. So I was going to layer up a few of these flowers together, but I ended up finding this stitched flower I had cut out using a die from Close to My Heart. It's called a stitch flower die. I don't think it's available. I did have a customer that wanted one, and we were sold out of them. So we had to, well, we didn't have to, but I found another consultant that actually had one in stock. So if you really want one of these, I may or may not be able to find one for you. But yes, that is what that is, the stitched flower die. I did also fussy cut out a little butterfly. See that? It's so cute, that little butterfly. I fussy cut out a butterfly from a pattern paper that was from the Stitched collection. Now, Blue Skies and Stitched are still available throughout June. You did see I finished off with some enamel dots. These are enamel dots that are from either Paper Studio or Recollections, not sure which, but that is where I put the enamel dot in the center of that flower. All right, guys, after I do that, I am not going to do anything else to this layout. Check the links down below, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.